Luo Feng was peacefully searching for his third avatar in the secret realm when he was unexpectedly discovered by the barking Mirror King. Since fighting was allowed in the secret realm, the king harbored murderous intent towards Luo Feng. He had long coveted the treasures Luo Feng possessed, and, relying on his special life form, forced Luo Feng to flee. Fortunately, Luo Feng escaped to the 9th netherworld, otherwise, the treasures would have been lost. This battle left Luo Feng feeling very frustrated. However, when the two met again 80,000 years later, Luo Feng was overjoyed, while the barking Mirror King could only hide and weep. After arriving in the 9th netherworld, Luo Feng found it surprisingly easy. The Lord of the 9th netherworld made a show of it, asking Luo Feng to agree to join his lineage on the outer edge of the ancestral god sect. He easily obtained the 9th netherworld seawater, a world lord level item. Upon returning, he began nurturing his avatar, and surprisingly, he succeeded. This time, due to the barking Mirror King's pursuit, Luo Feng obtained an even more powerful 9th netherworld avatar. Frankly, Luo Feng should be grateful to him. During Luo Feng's disappearance, true Mirror King successfully broke through to the universe Venerable level. Upon learning that his disciple had been bullied by Mirror King, he grabbed a stick and went to seek revenge, greatly startling Mirror King. Although true Mirror King had just broken through, his strength had already reached the level of a mid-level Venerable. Although Mirror King was a special life form and a king-level immortal, he was only equivalent to an ordinary Venerable, and was no match for true Mirror King. Having been humiliated, he vented his anger on Luo Feng, seeking an opportunity to teach him a lesson. However, Luo Feng suddenly disappeared, and this disappearance lasted for 80,000 years. Not only Mirror King, but even the powerful humans suspected that Luo Feng had perished. After obtaining the 9th netherworld avatar, Luo Feng began seclusion. He first had the 9th netherworld avatar cultivate the 9 tribulations secret scripture, unexpectedly reaching the perfect genetic level in one fell swoop. His inner world also expanded again. Luo Feng recklessly devoured energy, pushing his inner world to its limit. However, his original core also became incredibly hard, so when he went into seclusion to try and break through to immortality, he found that he couldn't break through his original core. Luo Feng spent 30,000 years creating his ultimate secret technique, but could only manage 2 forms. To break through to immortality, he had to wander the universe alone for another 50,000 years, totaling 80,000 years before finally achieving immortality. The energy surging during his breakthrough was tens of thousands of times stronger than that of true Evolution King, startling the Chaos City Lord. The Chaos City Lord could see that Luo Feng was no ordinary immortal, so he granted him the treatment of a universe Venerable, allowing him to choose a location halfway up a Venerable level mountain as his cultivation ground. However, this drew the ire of many human Venerables, who felt that Luo Feng was merely an immortal and not worthy of their equal status. They accused the Chaos City Lord of favoritism. To avoid tarnishing the Chaos City Lord's reputation, Luo Feng decided to find an opportunity to prove his strength, and the stepping stone he would take was the Howling Mirror King. Luo Feng reappeared in the ancestral god sect, and news of his breakthrough to immortality had long been known to everyone. The Mirror King, who had always coveted Luo Feng's treasure, saw this as an opportunity and challenged him to a duel. As both were immortals, he was absolutely confident he could easily defeat Luo Feng as he had in the past. He stipulated that no help was allowed, and the duel would be a one-on-one battle in the secret realm. Luo Feng laughed heartily and readily agreed, confident that even a mid-level universe Venerable wouldn't be a threat to him now. The Mirror King, overconfident, even started a live stream of the Glory World, but he immediately shut it down as soon as the fight began. He realized he was no match for Luo Feng. Despite both being immortals, and him being a special life form with an extremely high genetic level, he couldn't understand how Luo Feng could be so strong. Little did he know that Luo Feng now possessed a perfect genetically level Nethersea avatar within his world ring, whose divine power was far beyond the Mirror King's reach. Forced into a corner by Luo Feng, the Mirror King had no chance to retaliate. To avoid being enslaved by Luo Feng, he had no choice but to self-destruct. Before his self-destruction, King Barking had asked a Cosmic Overlord level fellow race member to help him retrieve his treasure. Luo Feng showed no mercy and directly self-destructed his Nethersea clone, severely injuring the Cosmic Overlord. News of this battle quickly spread throughout the universe. Luo Feng's strength was simply too great, leaving everyone dumbfounded. It was now a foregone conclusion that Luo Feng would become a human powerhouse. The Lord of Chaos City was overjoyed upon learning this and drank 3 glasses of juice to celebrate.